This module is intended solely for the use with small craft harbors owned and approved waste oil tanks. The Department of Fisheries and Oceans accepts no responsibility for any third-party decisions made based on this film. Welcome to Module 73, Used Oil Tanks. Waste oil storage tanks are used at small craft harbors facilities to store vessel waste oil. The tanks are provided by small craft harbors to harbor users at many facilities, and their presence promotes the proper storage and disposal of waste oil. Waste oil tanks used at small craft harbors facilities generally come in two types of above-ground units, single-walled or double-walled. A single-walled tank should be integrated with a secondary containment system that would retain the waste oil if the primary tank fails. The secondary containment could consist of a dike or sump systems or specially constructed subfloors. A double-walled tank is essentially a tank in a tank, and these are the most common at small craft harbor facilities. Tanks that are enclosed in a shed are protected from the elements and tend to have an extended service life. Waste oil tanks located on small craft harbors property and/or owned by small craft harbors are subject to the provisions of the Canadian Environmental Protection Act. For more information, please consult the maintenance manual. Monthly visual inspections are required by law for waste oil tanks without secondary containment. In addition, all records regarding the inspections, maintenance, and operation of these tanks must be kept for a period of 5 years. If you have a waste oil tank with secondary containment, these monthly inspections are recommended as a best management practice. Spill kits must be in close proximity to the tank and available at all times. The spill kit shall be brightly colored and labeled spill kit in writing which is clearly legible from the tank area. The spill kit should include as a minimum gloves, safety goggles, absorbent materials, bags, caution tape, and a container to collect the store and clean up material. Please ensure that the container is not being used for garbage. Damage and deterioration to waste oil tanks may be caused by corrosion of the steel tank, failure of the welded seam, failure of the attached fitting, scuffs and scratches to the paint coating, harsh environmental conditions, impacts from vehicles, trailers, forklifts, and other equipment, or uneven installation or settling of the tank foundation. In this photo, there is excessive corrosion on the tank. Here, the area around the tank is overgrown with vegetation. In this photo, harbor users have left open buckets of oil surrounding the tank. Rainwater will collect in the bottom of the buckets, and eventually the oil will spill over. The following is a list of components that should be inspected during operational visual inspections of waste oil storage tanks, and the possible damages to look for during the inspection. Look for leaks. Look for waste oil that is dripping or leaking from the tank. If you notice a leak, take immediate action, where possible, to contain the spill. There are two types of spills: land-based spills and marine-based spills. For land-based spills, consult the Environmental Emergency Response Plan. For your safety, do not respond to marine-based spills unless you have been trained to do so. Notify the Canadian Coast Guard and then your small craft harbor's contact. Check the area under the tank. Check that the concrete pad is in good condition. Check if the tank footings are rusted or damaged. Note and photograph the problem. Notify small craft harbors. Look for debris under the tank. In case of debris, simply tidy up the area. Check the surrounding area of the tank. Check for overgrowth of vegetation around the tank. If this happens, you should trim the vegetation. Vegetation around the tank can be a fire hazard. It also blocks your view of possible leaks. Look for full waste oil buckets that are left in the area. Empty the full buckets into the tank. Check the tank fill area. Ensure the tank lid is not missing and is operational. Ensure that the screen is in place to prevent passage of solid objects into the tank. If needed, replace the screen. Using the level gauge, make sure the tank level is no more than 3/4 full. If the tank is more than 3/4 full, arrange to have it emptied. Notify your Small Craft Harbours contact. Check the emergency response plan. Make sure that a copy of the emergency response plan is readily available for users. Make sure that phone numbers and names are updated. Check the secondary containment system. Look for damaged or deteriorated components of the secondary containment system. Notify your Small Craft Harbours contact of any damage or deterioration to secondary containment systems. Check your spill kits. Make sure there is enough clean absorbent material and that there is a container to collect and store all the cleanup material. Ensure that the kit is in place and properly filled. Proper maintenance is essential to preserving the life of the harbor. For more information, please consult the inspection and maintenance modules and watch the maintenance film. This is the end of Module 73, Waste Oil Storage Tanks. For more information, please consult the inspection and maintenance modules.